And a pleasant good evening to you. Welcome to the Highliner Activity Center and boys basketball coming your way tonight here on the Highliner Activity Network as Valley City gets ready to take on the Mustangs of West Fargo Cheyenne. Good evening, everybody. Paul McDonald alongside Jaden Johnson, our technical director tonight and producer of the broadcast this evening. We've got doubleheader hoops JV coming up first, junior varsity. Valley City and the Mustangs. Now, this game was to be played back on the 14th of January, and weather took care of that. And so these two teams also are going to meet next week when they were scheduled to play in, I believe it's February 24th, 22nd or 24th. They'll be heading to Cheyenne. But for tonight, junior varsity, the Highliners coming in 6-8 in JV games, coming off a tough 1-point loss against Wahpeton here the other night, losing by a final of 63-62, and Cheyenne coming in with a record of 16-2 in junior varsity basketball. They'll be in their road blues with the orange numerals. The Highliners, of course, in their home whites with the dark blue numerals. Starters here for the Mustangs, I'll have Dylan Bile. He is a junior, 6'2 guard. Aiden Knodel, 5'10 junior. Caleb Deere, the 6'3 sophomore. Carter Mentz, he's a 6'6 junior. And Casey Clemenson, a 6-foot junior, the starting lineup for the Mustangs. Highliners will have Talon Larson, Bryson Heck, Carson Eggert, Reese Krewald, and Carver Peterson are the five on the floor for Valley City. Mustangs get their first shot off the tip. Here along the near side, shot taken by Knodel, and that one is an air ball. It is saved in bounds, tipped by the Highliners. And it comes back out to center court. Knodel, pass inside, left all alone, layup good by Dylan Bile. And the Stangs take the early 2-0 lead. Krewald in the front court has the ball knocked away and out of bounds. It will stay with Valley City. Half minute gone here in the first half. Valley City, West Fargo, Cheyenne, junior varsity basketball here this evening. On the wing is Larson. Talon gets up top to Peterson. He'll go back on the far side. Eggert, did he travel to set up a three? No, we've got a foul away from the ball called against Valley City underneath, and that might have gone against Carver Peterson. That'll be the first team foul on the Highliners. And trailing 2-0. And looking inside, it was Peterson. Actually, it was Talon Larson possibly got called for that. It was Talon. He did get the personal, his first team. Here's a baseline runner by Knodel and good. Well, I checked that. That was 31 on the bucket. Clemenson, his first two. And a 4-0 start here for the Mustangs. Lots to talk about tonight during our broadcast. Here's Bryson Heck for three from the wing. That goes off the rim. And grabbed by Clemenson. Here come the Mustangs on the run. They push it up the floor. On the far side is Bile. Bile goes back onto the wing. Clemenson, top of the key. Inside pass. Shot goes up off the glass and two inside for Carter Mentz. Mustangs leading 6-0. About a minute and a half gone here in the opening half. State wrestling going on this weekend. EDC gymnastics as well. And some changes in that we'll talk about. Pass here to the near side. Deere gives it up top. Knodel. Knodel works his way in, or to check Clemenson. Far side. Three-pointer good by Bile. And a quick 9-0 start here for the Mustangs. Highliners, of course, coached by Jake Skelly. Jacob Palmer and Cam Steckler, the assistants. There's a long three by Peterson, doesn't go. Rebound taken down by Mentz and into the front court. Now driving through, right hand, high off the glass, no for Knodel, but he will go to the free throw line and get a couple of free throws. Highliner girls also on the road tonight. They're at Grand Forks Central. So at the free throw line is Aiden Knodel. Free throws up on the first one, good. I'll bring Jack Dieterle into the lineup. And Aiden Bernson also coming in for Valley City. Second free throw by Knodel is off the back iron, and we're going to foul underneath. And I think that was on Deere pushing off. Caleb Deere will pick up the personal, his first team. And with 15:42 remaining here in half number one, it is 10-0 start here for the Mustangs. Peterson He'll bring it across the timeline. Left-hand dribble after Krewald. Inside Dieterle. Jack backs his way in the lane. Double team, kicks it onto the wing. Krewald left alone for three. Off the front of the rim, off the back of the rim. Peterson controls the rebound for Valley City. Goes inside for Dieterle. Jack backs his way in against Dements. Bernston, top of the key. Peterson, good. There's a three ball by Carver Peterson. Highliners on the board, 15-13 here in the opening half. 10-3 Mustangs. Across the timeline, Clemenson here to the near side. Knodel picked up the dribble, goes back up top to Deer. Clemenson, Deer, baseline Mintz. Top of the key, Bile, and there's a travel call on the dribble drive by Knodel. And the ball goes back over to the Highliners. 14:51 first half, 10-3. Varsity basketball to follow tonight, roughly around 7:15. Going to be a quiet weekend, looks like, thanks to another shot of Old Man Winter. Down low, Dieterle. Goes one way, comes back the other. Nicely done there by Jack Dieterle. Fake to his right, went back to the left, went up with the right hand, and drops it in. His first bucket, 10-5 Highlanders. Three-pointer here from the near side, doesn't go for Bile. Long rebound grab by Knodel. He knifes to the lane and goes in for two. Aiden Knodel now with the first field goal. He's at 3. 12-5 in favor of the Mustangs. Bernston inside for Dieterle again, backing his way against Mintz. Onto the wing, three-pointer for Carson Eggert for 3. Carson's now got 3. 12-8. Valley City trailing by 4. Across the timeline, near side, Clemenson, left-hand dribble. Gets it back up top, now far side, Knodel. Top of the key, over to Clemenson for 3. Fair ball, backside rebound right there was Carver Peterson, right place, right time. 13:40 here in the first half. 12-8 advantage for the Mustangs. Highlanders with the basketball. Carson Eggert gets it off to Peterson, now to Krewald. And they're looking down low for Dieterle. He gets it. Feed him inside. Backs his way in. Gets double teamed. Kicks it. Corner. Near side. Carver for 3. Off the rim. And the rebound is controlled by Clemenson. Here come the Mustangs into the front court. Far wing Knodel. Right in front of the Highliner bench. Back up top. Mintz. Three-pointer. Far side. Off the mark there by Deer. And Dieterle controls the board for Valley City. Another stop for Valley City. Here to the near side is Peterson. Pass inside to Dieterle, and he tried to back his way in and traveled. Not sure how. Didn't look like he quite had control of it, but travel violation on Jackson, and the ball goes back over to the Mustangs. And checking into the lineup, handling the point now is Soren Castor. Also coming in was Connor Entz. Pass, posting up. That's big Bryce Kane, the 6'7" kid, in, and the ball out went off the leg and out of bounds of Castor. Bryce Kane, 6'7" junior, and not only tall, but that is a wide body. Of course, Ari Brotrud is in a walking boot after he hurt his ankle against Wahpeton here on Tuesday night. Bryson Hecking also now for Valley City. Here's Eggert, pass in the front court, and that misfires on everybody and goes out of bounds. And the ball goes back over to the Mustangs, leading by 4, 12-8, 12:31 remaining. Also checking out of that last timeout was Caden Rahr. West Fargo Mustangs, again 16-2 in junior varsity basketball, second place in the conference. Highliners middle of the pack at 6-8. Castor near side, back up top of the key, ends for 3, off the mark. Rebound, that goes right into the hands, and layup good by Caden Rahr. His first 2, and it's 14-8. Is that a deal on headbands somewhere in West Fargo? Half the team wearing them. Cross-court pass, it's good 1970s look, though. That one was out of bounds. Another turnover for Valley City. That's back-to-back turnovers on errant throws. So with 11:55 to go here in the first half, 14-8. West Fargo Cheyenne with the advantage and the basketball. Dylan Bile comes across the timeline. Far side, Castor. Up top to Entz. Here to the near side. Bile. Three-pointer on the way. Good. Nothing but net there by Dylan Bile. He's got 8. His second 3. Pass near side. Dieterle. Right of the lane. Backs his way in against Kane. Shot blocked by Kane. Right back to Dieterle. Stripped by Castor. Into the hands of Bernston, but Castor gets it back. Bounce pass on the far side. Layup Bile. Good. So Bile in double figures with 10. 19-8. The Highliners got within 4. A 7-0 run here by the Mustangs. Foul called on Reese Krewald. That'll be his first. Third team. Chance at the three-point play opportunity here for Bile. And no good. Krewald will control the rebound for Valley City. Into the front court. Krewald far side. Now here to Eggert. 2-3 zone by the Mustangs. Back up top. Eggert. Far side, Krewald. Three-pointer on the way. Rolls off. A rebound. Controlled. Rar into the front court. Castor for the Mustangs. Bile. Three-pointer from the left wing. Good. Dylan Bile has got 13 here in the first half. 13 of his team's 22 points. 22-8. So a quick 10-point run here by the Mustangs after the Highliners got within 4. Heck, skip pass here to Krewald. Thought about the three, doesn't shoot. Entry pass, Dieterle. Back to Bernston. On the wing, Krewald. Back inside, Dieterle. Far wing, Eggert. Step, 3, good. 3 ball by Carson Eggert, his second. That stopped that 10-0 run, 22-11. Bile, he'll launch another 3 in front of the Highliner bench and knock it down. His 4th three-pointer. He's got 16 here in the first half. It still has 10-12 to go. Free throw line, Dieterle. Far corner. Heck. Three-pointer on the way. No. Off the rim. High rebound. Kane can't control. And it's taken down by Rar. Far side, Bile. Bounce pass. Far corner. Three-pointer ends. No. Short. Saved in bounds into the hands of Bernston. Highlanders ball. Trailing by 14. Eggert pass tipped a couple of times, but finally found its way to Krewald. There's a tip by Castor and the steal. Going all the way in. Layup good. Soren Castor with a bucket. 27-11 for the Mustangs. Tim Brandt, JV coach here for the Mustangs. And that one knocked out of bounds. That one off of Castor. It'll stay with Valley City. In comes Carver Peterson as a plane flies overhead. It's kind of close to hear it. Hear a plane in here. Top of the key. Bernston for the Highliners. And that ball was tipped into the hands of Rar into the front court for the Mustangs. Far side ends. Back on the wing to Kane. Here's the near side Bile. He'll try 3 from the other wing, and same result. Knocks it down. He has got 5 3-pointers. That's 19 here in the first half for Dylan Bile. Across the timeline, Eggert, and we've got a timeout. Coach Skelly wants to talk it over. 9:02 to go here in the first half. It's a full timeout. 30-11 advantage to the Mustangs. This is Highlander basketball on the Highlander Activity Network. Nine minutes, 2 seconds, halfway through this first half. 30-11 advantage to West Fargo Cheyenne. Junior varsity boys hoops tonight. And girls on the road at Grand Forks Central. That'll tip off. Matter of fact, we'll tip off in about 20 minutes since it's a single game. There's a foul. That one's going to be called against Connor Entz. his first, second team. Brother Kellen also on the team. Of course, sons of Matt Entz, North Dakota State head football coach. On the far wing, Eggert. Krewald, back to Eggert. Carson needing some help. Gets it back to Krewald. Far wing, Eggert. Dribble drive, baseline, behind the back. Gives it off to Heck. Back on the wing to Krewald. 10 on the shot clock. Skip pass here, but right in the hands of Rar with a steal for the Mustangs. Back into the front court, far corner. Bile launches one from there, short. A rebound, Krewald has it for Valley City. 8:22 remaining first half, down by 19. Near side, another interception by Rar. Into the front court, weaves his way through, has the ball tipped nicely there by Carson Eggert. And Krewald controls, and he'll start back up the other way. Near corner, Heck for three, short. Follows his own rebound, but cannot control it off his fingertips and out of bounds. It will go back over to Cheyenne. 6 o'clock tip-off for those girls' games up at Grand Forks Central tonight. Also, we're going to be keeping track of state wrestling. They should be just about done for day one. Caster in the lane, ball, that one off the leg, and a kick called against Heck. Highlanders had a couple of wrestlers, had about 4 or 5 that reached the quarterfinals earlier today. And we'll check and see how they are doing or how they fared. We'll do that at halftime. There's a jumper by Kane and good. Bryce Kane with his first field goal. 32-11. It's a 20-3 run right now for the Mustangs. Here's Eggert near side. Off the elbow, Dieterle backs his way in. Back out to Eggert, three-pointer, left wing, short. Rebound, nicely done there. Carver just took it right away from Entz. Shot no. Now Entz has the rebound. He'll circle around, let the other 9 to pass him, and he starts across the timeline. Near side, Rar, back up top to Entz. On the wing to Bile, lobbing it down low. Grabbed by Kane, layup, miss. Gets his own rebound, back up, no. Gets a third attempt, no, and a foul call. A foul there on Valley City. That'll be on Jack Dieterle. That'll be number 1 on Jack. And team foul number 4. So Bryce Kane at the line, shooting 2. 6'7" junior. And rolls it in. Another one coming to the righty. 33-11. Mustangs with the lead. Free throw up and short. Rebound tip and off of Eggert, and we're going to foul called on Entz. So Connor Entz just picked up his second personal. Team foul number 3 on the Mustangs. And the Highlanders with 7 minutes remaining here in the first half, bring it across. At the free throw line, Dieterle. Double team there. Try to kick it out. Ball knocked away. Eggert got it back. Have numbers. Heck on the far wing. Dribble drive in the lane. Going up strong. Right hand no. And a foul. That'll send Bryson Heck to the free throw line for a couple of charity tosses. That is number 3 on Entz. So he has quickly picked up 3 personal fouls. And Bryson Heck will go to the line. They've got the 4 guys sitting on the bench are now all at the scorer's table. Free throw is good. They will all come in. And the lone person will stay on the floor is Bile. So they have their starting 5 back out there now. And the free throw good by Bryson Heck. He gets them both. 33-13. Valley City down by 20. 6:50 remaining first half. Knodel, who just came back in near side to Bile. Three-pointer from the wing. That one rims off. He's missed 2 in a row. Rebound tip. Grabbed by Clemenson on the wing. He'll go inside. Posting up there was Mentz. Ball tip. Nicely done there defensively for the Highlanders. Carver Peterson has it. Gets it over to Krewald, and Reese will come across the timeline. He goes back up top to Peterson. Pass far corner. Eggert right in front of the Mustang bench. Skip pass to Peterson. Going to get Heck open in the corner. He'll take the 3. Can't get it to fall. Rebound controlled by Deere. Into the front court. Bile. All the way down, splits the double team and lays it up and in. Bile, he has got 21 here in the first half. 35-13 Mustangs. Pass inside, intended for Dieterle, knocked away, stolen. Knodel, and then went off the foot of Eggert and out of bounds. It will be Mustang basketball with 5:55 remaining here in the first half. Inbounds high up top. Knodel knocked away by Heck, picked up by Peterson. Up ahead to Heck. And then he can't control it. And tried to save it in bounds, but unsuccessful. And so the ball goes back over to the Mustangs. And double team, half court trap, Knodel. Far side, Bile. Right at the logo at center court. Bile into that far corner. Clemenson down low. Mentz to Bile. Back onto the wing. Near corner. Three-pointer. Knodel in and out. No. Rebound tip. Grabbed there by Mentz. Into the corner. Bile. Back onto the wing. Knodel gives it over to Clemenson. In the lane. Tried to dump it off the Mentz. Knocked away by the Highliner. Stolen. Picked up by Krewald. Krewald has it. Down court pass. Underneath Peterson. Extra pass over to Dieterle. Layup, no. Carver being a little unselfish there, but Dieterle couldn't lay it in. Here's Bile on the fast break, and he lays it up and in. 23 for Dylan Bile. 37-13. 4:50 remaining here in half number one. Three-pointer, near side. Krewald, air ball. Right there's Heck with the rebound. And then Bryson had the ball stripped. And it comes back up top. Picked up by Peterson. Carver, he'll launch the three from there. Off the back iron. And it's picked up there by the Mustangs. 4.5 minutes remaining. Near steal there by Eggert. Clemenson far side. Skip pass a little too high. Intended for Deere and out of bounds. So back in as Bile will sit down now and Castor in for the Mustangs. Valley City basketball, 4 minutes, 25 seconds left to go here in the first half. Trailing 37-13. Eggert, near side, Krewald. Back up top to Eggert. Three-pointer there, Carson, short. Rebound, Clemenson, Gath. Now back the other way, the Mustangs leading by 24. They approach 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. Knodel, near corner, Castor. Dribble drive in the lane. Goes up, layup, short. He gets his own rebound, hands it off to Mentz. Mentz against Dieterle. That was stripped by Eggert. Mentz grabs it, goes back up, count it, and he is fouled. So Carter Mentz with 4 and a chance at a three-point play opportunity. Reese Krewald with the reach in. That's number 2 on Reese. 15 foul. He will come out, and Aiden Bernston will check in. So three-point play opportunity for Mentz. Good. Carter Mentz with 5. 40-13. Advantage to Mustangs. 3:48 left to go first half. Up top, Eggert lobbing it on the baseline. Heck. He's going to double quick pass down low to Dieterle. Couldn't get it to him. Ball knocked away. Out of bounds by the scorers table. And they can say one off the Mustangs. 3 minutes, 36 seconds to go. Again, coming up at halftime, we'll get you caught up on what else is going on with Highliner Athletics. On this Thursday night, the calm before the potential storm. Rebound, layup, up, good, Knodel. Or not rebound, steal. He's got 5. One time this was a 12-8 game. Yeah, the near side, Bernston lobbing it, grabbed by Peterson underneath. Back to Aiden into the near corner. Gets his man in the air, takes the three-pointer. Hits glances off the rim. Rebound Deere. Into the front court, Castor for the Mustangs. Bounce pass, Knodel. Gets a shot over Dieterle. No. Tip, no by Mentz. And the rebound is controlled by Peterson. Into the front court comes Heck. And he is tipped by Castor. Another steal by Castor. Then it's stolen right back by Eggert. Bounce pass on 8. Carver Peterson gets his man in the air. Can't get the layup, but he will get 2 free throws. And so the foul called against Mentz. That is his first. 4th team. And Carver Peterson at the line shooting 2. First one, good. 4 points for Carver. Second free throw's on the way, good. He's got 5. And the lead now 42-15. Three-pointer near side by Castor. Can't get it to go. Eggert gets the rebound. Stolen there by Clemenson. Back over to Mentz. Layup good. Carter Mentz with 7. 44-15. Mustangs not doing a lot of pressure off made baskets. They're falling back into their 2-3 matchup zone. Free throw line on the elbow, Dieterle. Inside the free throw line, now over to Bernston. His little teardrop from the baseline. Left side, no. Dieterle, rebound up, no. Foul called. Jack will go to the line and shoot 2. And that's going to be called against Deere. That's number 2 on Caleb Deere. 15 foul. Or Castor, number 15, pardon me. His first, 15. So at the line, Dieterle shooting 2. First one, good. Nothing but net. 3 points for Jack. Another free throw here by Dieterle. Sends it up, and too hard off the back iron. A rebound into the hands of Clemenson. Here come the Mustangs. 2:10 to go here, first half. Leading 44-16. Pass inside, Mentz, near wing, Knodel, into the corner, Castor. Dribble drive, now kicks it back up top. Knodel for 3 from there. Front rim, don't. Rebound, tip, and into the hands of Bernston. Hayden gets it on the far side to Eggert. Eggert comes across the logo now. With the right hand, far side. Picks up the dribble. Back up top, Dieterle. And ball tipped. Tried to get it to Heck on that far corner. Was knocked away. 1:42 to go. Here in half number 1. 44-16. Advantage to West Fargo Cheyenne. Kane comes back in. Rar back in. Entz back in for the Mustangs. Inbounds on the baseline. Heck brings it in to Dieterle. And then a foul. Oh, boy. Connor Entz just came back in and just picked up his 4th personal. And he came off the bench. And that is team foul number 7. So that will send Bryson Heck to the free throw line for Valley City. He's 2 for 2 at the line this evening. 2 points. Free throw on the way. Off the mark. Rebound, Kane. Look at the big fella bringing it across the timeline. Here to the near side. 3-pointer for Deere. Swish. Caleb Deere now with his first field goal. 47-16 Mustangs. Minute 20 remaining first half. Ball tipped and out of bounds. Peterson will trigger the inbounds for the Highliners. In the Highliners, short Tucker Orner on the JV side and Ari Brotroot. And there's a backdoor pass and it was tipped by one of the Mustangs. It will stay with Valley City. Ari in that walking boot. Tucker with an illness. And, of course, Robert Fisher. He's been on the bench for quite some time with that bad hand. There's a 3-pointer. Shot taken by Peterson. No, Heck with the rebound. Shoots that one over Kane. I think Kane got a piece of it. Grabbed the rebound. Gets up ahead to Castor. Castor going in. Layup good. Soren Castor with 4. And it's 49-16 Mustangs. Final minute, first half. Eggert to the free throw line. Now on the elbow, Dieterle. Inside in the paint. Pass a little bit behind Heck and out of bounds. And it goes back over to the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. Leading 49-16. Across the timeline. Castor, far side, Deere. Entry pass to Rar. Shot up too hard. Gets it on rebound. And over to Kane. Kane in the far corner. Wanted baseline. Cut off there by Peterson. There's a steal. Eggert stepped in front of that pass. Now brings it across the timeline. Shot clock is even with the game clock. Maybe a second differential. Bernston. Elbow. Dieterle. Driving through. Jack goes around. Up over Kane. Good. Aggressiveness there by Jack Dieterle. He's got 5. Didn't see anybody around him, so he drives in, posts up Kane, and gets the bucket. Here's Deere, dribble drive, baseline. Reverse layup, no. Rebound, Bernston, and a half-court shot by Heck at the horn. They'll count if it goes, and it did not. So your score at halftime, it is West Fargo Cheyenne 49 and Valley City 18. Back with our halftime. This is Highliner basketball on the Highliner Activity Network. Little Liners down there on the floor playing right now for the halftime entertainment and let you know what's going on here as far as other Highliner sports on this Thursday night, the 17th of February. Of course, state wrestling is going on, so let's take a look at how the Highliners have done so far at the state wrestling going on at the Fargo Dome. Colton Griebel, he is, of course, was the number one seed out of the East at 106. He was a winner in his first match as he defeated Strand Sorensen in a fall in 21 seconds. Sorensen out of Watford City. Then he took on Aiden Damas from Dickinson, and he won there in 108. So Colton Griebel, he is in the semifinals, and he will wrestle tomorrow in the semifinals. And he'll wrestle Hudson Egberg out of Bismarck High. Nobody for the Highliners at 113. And at 120, of course, that is the defending 106 state champ, Coy Griebel. And Coy is in the semifinals as he was a winner over Raphael Trottier out of Turtle Mountain and then defeated Pete Rasmussen from Jamestown. And now tomorrow, he'll take on Ike Vogelman out of Watford City in the semis, or in the semifinals. And so far, with his 2 wins today, Coy Griebel's 47-3 on the year, which is now tied the school record for most wins in a single season, as he is at 47 right now. So he wins is at 46 right now. So if he gets to the final, he will tie the school record. The state championship will not only be a state championship, but a school record in wins. But right now, he is sitting at 46. We move up to 126. Nobody at 126. Actually, it's back up to 106 as Tyson Clabo, the Super 7th grader for Valley City, lost in the first round as the first round of this morning. And then he was a winner over Strand Sorensen from Watford City in a 4-2 final. So he moves into the second round of wrestlebacks, but then lost in that second round of the wrestlebacks to Copenhaver, and that was Vernon Copenhaver of Williston. And so that means Tyson Clabo's season is done. But what a great season for a 7th grader. First hasn't wrestled in several years, and I think, matter of fact, with his win today, got to 20 wins this year. So congratulations to Tyson Clabo. So again, let's move up to 126 pounds, and I do not believe the Highliners have anybody in that 126-pound weight class. And we go up to 132 for the Highliners. And there again, Valley City with nobody at 132 pounds. And then we go up to 138, and that's Espen Kunze at 138. Espen lost in the opening round to Dawson Richter of Dickinson, and then moved into the first round of the wrestlebacks and was a winner there over Tyson Rice of Williston, and then moved on and took on Leonard out of Turtle Mountain. That's Stephen Leonard from Turtle Mountain, and Espen lost in that match by fall at 3:15. So Espen Kunze's season is done there at the state tournament. Then we go to 145 pounds. That's where the Highliners had Ethan Miller. He won in the first round, but then matched up against L.J. Arahu. And Arahu, of course, he was the wrestler at 106 that defeated Coy Griebel in the state championship 2 years ago. Well, he bulked up to 145, and he was the number 1 seed out of the West. Ethan, the number 3 seed out of the East, won his first round match over John Dahman of St. Mary's. But then Arahu pinned Ethan in 3:26 in the quarterfinals. So then Ethan dropped down into the wrestleback, so he's going to have a lot of wrestling to do to place. And he came up, started with a victory over Mason Williams out of Grand Forks Central. And so he will now wrestle against Young out of Devil's Lake. That's Colton Young out of Devil's Lake. And that will be in the second round of the wrestlebacks here tomorrow. Again, these are going on up in Fargo. Then at 152 pounds for the Highliners. Again, nobody at 152. So we'll move up to 160. And at 160 pounds, that's where we have Tyson Hovland, who of course finished second in the EDC. And Tyson defeated Cash Flanlin of Watford City in the first round, and then lost to Jack Gums of Bismarck Century by a final of 9-7, and that was in the quarterfinals. So Tyson moved on to the wrestlebacks, where he will take on Harper Schultz of Fargo North tomorrow in the second round of the Wrestlebacks. Nobody at 170 for Valley City. Move up to 182. And the Highliners at 182 pounds. They have Isaiah Schultheis. And Isaiah, he was a winner in the opening round, defeated Ethan Mitchell of Bismarck Legacy, and then took on Ole Taylor of Bismarck Century in the quarters, lost 7-0. And so he will go into the Wrestlebacks, where tomorrow in the Wrestlebacks, he'll take on James Bozovsky of Dickinson in the second round of Wrestlebacks tomorrow. And then we go up to 195 pounds. And there, of course, we have Broden Muskie for Valley City at 195. And Broden in the first round today was a winner over Eric Levine of Jamestown by fall at 143. Then Aiden Schlafman of Bismarck High in the quarterfinals, and Broden won that one 9-3. So Muskie is in the semifinals tomorrow, and he'll take on Bo Matson of Watford City in the semifinals. And then we move up to 220 pounds. And, of course, that is where Jonah Schultheis is for Valley City. And Jonah opened up with a win over Blake Opp of Mandan by fall, 40 seconds in. Went up against Nick Windsor of Bismarck St. Mary's and lost to Windsor in the quarterfinals 1-0. A tough loss by Jonah Schultheis, losing 1-0 to Windsor from St. Mary's in the quarterfinals. So Jonah now will have to come back and do it through the Wrestlebacks. And his first matchup in the Wrestlebacks tomorrow will be against Kellen LaFontaine of Grand Forks Red River. And at 285 pounds, nobody at the heavyweight spot for Valley City. So that's the way the Highliners have placed here so far at the state wrestling tournament individually. Now taking a look at how they're doing as a team going into day 2 tomorrow. Right now, they are currently in 9th place with 53.5 points. Only 1 point behind West Fargo, but still a lot of wrestling left to go tomorrow. And so again, Valley City right now currently in 9th place with 53.5 points. Also going on this weekend is the EDC gymnastics meet in Wahpeton. That was scheduled to go tomorrow, but because of that pending weather, that now will move on and be played on Saturday. So Saturday, they will have the gymnastics meet. More basketball here at the Hack scheduled for tomorrow, the 9th grade tournament tomorrow, with Valley City and Horace going at 4:15, and Fargo South and West Fargo also at 4:15, with the championship and third place game at 7 o'clock. But we're about 95% sure that will get canceled tomorrow. No final word yet from activity director Mike Schultz. We may have that before we wrap up our basketball coverage here tonight. But pretty good chance that 9th grade tournament tomorrow will be canceled. So that's the way things are going for other Highliner sports here. It is 49-18 advantage to the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. Let's take a look at that scoring in the first half for the Mustangs. Dylan Bile had 23 of his team's 49 points in the first half. Carter Mentz finished with 7, 5 from Aiden Knodel, 4 from Soren Castor, and 3 points from Caleb Deere, 3 points from Bryce Kane, 2 points from Caden Rahr, and 2 from Casey Clemenson for their total of 49. Highliners were led by Carson Eggert. He had 6 in the first half. Carver Peterson and Jack Dieterle each had 5, and Bryson Heck had 2 points in the first half. Again, about 7:15 is the scheduled start time for the varsity game, and these two teams, again, did not play. This is the first time they played this year. This was originally supposed to be back on the 14th of January, but of course, similar to what's going to be going on tomorrow, Old Man Winter had a say in that, and so they are playing here tonight. Bryson Heck, Reese Krewald, Will Eggert, Carver Peterson, and Talon Larson, the 5 on the floor to start things here for Valley City. And the same 5 will be on the floor, or 4 out of the 5 will be on the floor. There's an alley-oop caught by Will Eggert and up and in. A little alley-oop there by Bryson Heck, and into the hands of Will Eggert, who lays it in. 49-20. On the floor, you got Dylan Bile and Aiden Knodel. Casey Clemenson. There's a three-pointer by Knodel. Back iron too hard. Peterson grabs the rebound. And also here in the second half. There's a steal by Bile. Dylan Bile gets a steal, going in for the layup, good. 25 for Bile off the steal. Soren Castor, Arden Knodel, Dylan Bile, Carter Mintz, and Casey Clemenson. The 5 and the 4 here for the Mustangs. A minute gone, second half. Pass Dallin Larson, near side Heck. On the wing, past the arc. We'll go skip past to Krewald. Back inside, Larson, free throw line. Near corner, stolen by Castor. Up ahead, Knodel. Going in, layup, up, and good. Aiden Knodel with 7. Coach Skelly, 53-20, letting things play out here. No timeout yet. There's the steal picked up by Castor. Pass stolen, but right back into the hands of Castor. Layup too high off the glass. Peterson gets the rebound for Valley City. 53-20. West Fargo Cheyenne with the lead. And the Highlanders. Pass inside. Larson, nice pass by Heck. Missed the lay-in. And then the rebound, Castor controlled. Back to the way for West Fargo Cheyenne. On the far side. Now back up top to Castor. Give it off to Bile. Three-pointer from about 27. And bounced off, can't get it to go. That was from the 10-foot line on the volleyball court. And we've got a foul underneath called against Mintz. So Carter Mintz will pick up his second. First team foul here in the second half on the Mustangs. 15:59 left to go here in the first half, the second half. There's a shot taken top of the key. Creole, no. Rebound, Castor. Into the front court. Mustangs up 53-20. 15:45 to go here in half number 2. Junior varsity hoops tonight on the Highlander Activity Network. Paul Montano alongside Jaden Johnson. Pass inside. Clemenson, the lefty, fade away, good. You see Clemenson with 4. Brian Krewald, Jordan Heck, and maybe Deacon's on. Is Deacon going to be here? We're hoping he's going to be joining him for our varsity game. And the ball dribbled off the leg of Will Eggert, not out of bounds. $15:15 to go. Valley City and West Fargo Cheyenne. Grand Forks Central. That's the girls' game, which is just getting tipped off tonight in Grand Forks. Layup good there by Mintz as he drives the baseline. He's got 9. On the far side, Valley City, Eggert. Inside for Larson. Back up top, Krewald. Dribble drive, bounce pass off the leg of Castor. Loose ball picked up by Krewald. Over to Heck on the wing. Back up top, Krewald. They wanted to reset the shot clock, and they did. They didn't do it right away. Now they did. The Highlanders got some extra seconds there. Three-pointer. Krewald launches a rainbow 3 and knocks it down and turns and looks at his teammates on the bench from Valley City. Reese with his first bucket of the game. Some of the Highlander varsity boys sitting at the end of the bench. There's a three-pointer or jumper from the corner. That misfires for the Mustangs. Here's Heck. Back the other way. Bryson, Krewald, Eggert, three-pointer from the corner. Good. Back-to-back threes for the Highlanders. 5 points for Will Eggert. 57-26. On the far side, Clemenson has it for the Mustangs. On the wing, Knodel. Back up top. Bile, left alone for 3. He'll take it. Rims out. Larson had it. Ball tipped up ahead. Grabbed there by Castor. Near corner. Knodel will try it from there. That's good. Aiden Knodel with a three-pointer. He's in double figures now with 10. And it's 60-26 with 13:30 remaining here in the second half. Larson near side, Peterson. Back up top, skip pass near corner. Baseline jumper, Heck up and air ball. Rebound, back into the front court. And that's a near travel. Ball tipped there by Heck. Ball stolen by Peterson. Carver back the other way. All the way down. Layup off the glass, count it. Carver Peterson coast to coast. He's got 7. 13 minutes remaining. There's a little baby hook inside for Bile. There's a three-pointer far side there by Eggert. Didn't get it to go. And back the other way. All the way down. Layup off the glass. Rolls off for Mintz. And back to the way comes Krewald for Valley City. Top of the key, Peterson. He'll launch from about 26. Hits the front of the rim. And goes out of bounds. And it will back over to Mustangs. Jack Dieterle back in for Valley City. Aiden Bernston back in. And the three bench players coming back in for Cheyenne. Bryce Kane. Caden Rahr. And Ince. There we go. Connor Ince, the fifth. He's got 4 fouls. He's on the far wing. Here's Kane launching a three. Rattles in and out. Didn't get it to go. Rebound, Peterson. Back the other way, Carver. Coming all the way down for the Highlanders. Hesitates, dribble drive. Baseline. All the way in. Try to kick in the lane to Dieterle. Stolen by Castor. Castor near side. Bile. Bile taking a three-pointer. Good. Foul and a 4-point play opportunity as Aiden Bernston got in his face. And so he is going to be called for the personal foul. And that's the first team foul. And a very rare 4-point play opportunity for Bile. He's got 25, now 28 points. Free throw, good. So Bile's got 6 in the half, 29 for the game. 64-28. There's a skip pass. Back the other way. Here comes Castor. Down low, hesitates a pass and lays it in. Can't get it to go. Grabs it back on the wing ends. Up top, Bile. Three-pointer from there. No. Ball tip in the lane. And we have a jump ball. Possession with West Fargo Cheyenne. Now some of you for Valley City may be thinking, why is Dylan Bile still in there? Well, they didn't bring a lot of JV players, so he's got to stay in there. But fun watching him play. Great shooter, and here he is. Another three, knocking that one down. On cue, as they say in the business. 9 in the half, 32 for the game for Dylan Bile. 67-28. Free throw line, Dieterle. Ball tipped up ahead. Here's Krewald. Then stripped from behind by Bile into the hands of Ince. Ince wants to dunk it, and no, says Will Eggert. Not tonight. Here in Valley City, will you dunk the ball in my gym? That brought the varsity players to their feet. But it was a foul, too, so that sends Connor Ince to the free throw line to shoot 2. Free throw up? No. That will bring Talon Larson in. Out comes Carver Peterson. 11:02 to go, second half. 67-28. West Fargo Cheyenne, they have led from the opening tip. Free throw short. Rebound, Dieterle. Highliners have it. And the outlet, Krewald. He'll come across into the front court. Bernston lobbing it inside for Dieterle. Into that far corner. Jack gives it back onto the wing to Bernston. Knocked away by Bile. Out of bounds. It'll be a foul called there on Dylan Bile, his first. Second team. Inbounds now for the Valley City Highliners. Three-pointer. Arden Bernston near side. Back iron, too hard. Ince clears off the rebound. He'll start up the floor. Across the timeline. Far side Bile. Back to Ince. Back over to Bile. Into the corner. Kane. Three-pointer. Right side. No. There. Castor rebounds for the Mustangs. Here's Bile from top of the key. That's near low. And goes out of bounds. It'll go over to Valley City. The Highliners trailing 67-28. 10:23 to go here first, second half. And Reese Krewald will come across the logo for Valley City. Near side, Bernston. Free throw line. Dieterle. Bernston again. Dribble drive. Back to Dieterle in the lane. Goes up around Kane off the glass for 2. Strong move there by Jack Dieterle against the 6'7" Kane and drops it in. He's got 7. Into the front court, Castor, 9:55 left to go here in half number 2. 67-30. Mustangs with the lead and the basketball. Up top, Bile, Castor to bottom. Back up top, Rar. Far wing, Castor. Down low, Kane. Shot off the glass, good. Bryce Kane with 5. So 69-30. Cheyenne with the lead. Far wing, Eggert to Grewal. Lobbing it inside, Larson through his hands to Castor. Up ahead to Bile. Bile going in, layup good. Dylan Bile. He now has 11.5, 34 for the game. On the near side, Grewal to Bernston. Try to wrap around, didn't do. Another steal for Castor. Falls down, loses the ball. Picked up by Bernston. Hayden gets up ahead to Dieterle. Dieterle inside for Larson. Underneath, shot blocked from behind by Entz. And there's number 5 on Connor Entz. And Connor Entz just got teed up as well for taunting. So he just picked up his 5th personal foul. They're doing that in high school as well. They are cracking down on the taunting. And the official, when Entz picked up his 5th personal foul, maybe getting some jeers from the Highliner faithful, pointed to his back and his name, and thus the technical foul. So Larson at the line, shooting the technicals, nails the first one. Actually, these are the fouls from the shot, misses the second one. Now the technicals coming up here, and that will be shot by Reese Grewal. 71-31. Actually, no names on the back. He was just pointing to his number 1. Free throw up and no for Reese. First trip to the free throw line for Reese. He's got 3 points. This one's up and good. Gets 1 out of 2. It'll be Highliner ball. 4 points for Reese. 71-32. Castor will come to the bench. Clemenson back in. And it'll be Highlander ball off the technical. Skip pass, far side. Here's Peterson for Valley City. And stolen by Clemenson. Up ahead, Bile going in layup, good. Bile with a bucket. 13.5, 36 for the game. 73-32. Near side. Heck, Grewal. Stolen there by Knodel. Knodel going in. Shot up, good. Foul, counting. And the foul on Reese Grewal. That's number 3 on Reese. Second team foul, or third team foul. Third on Reese. Yep. So at the line, Hayden Knodel. 12 points in the game. Now 13 as he hits the free throw. And completes the 3-point play. 8 points here in the half. 76-32, 8:20 remaining. Heck near side to Grewal. 3-pointer by Reese, off the rim, high rebound, Talon Larson, stripped there by Clemenson and out of bounds. And the trail official may have a foul called. The lead official does. So Clemenson will pick up the personal foul. That'll be his first. 15. So Talon Larson back to the free throw line, will shoot 2. First one is on the way, good. 2 points now for Talon. And that will bring Will Eggert back in. Another free throw coming here from Larson. It is on the way, good. Talon 3 for 4 at the charity stripe. 3 points in the game. 76-34. Bile for 3. Rattles in and out. No. Rebound, Grewal. Back to the way into the front court near side. Heck had the ball tip right into Bryson's hands. Baseline jumper, no. The rebound is grabbed by Clemenson and a swat foul called on Larson. That's number 3 on Talon. Team foul number 4 on the Highliners. And with 7:55 left to go in this one, 76-34. West Fargo Sheyenne leading. Junior varsity game. They're turnover in the lane. And the Highliners come back the other way. Varsity game scheduled for 7:15 start time. Grewal, far wing, left alone, doesn't shoot. Back up top, Peterson. Dribbling in. Floater inside, too hard. Rebound Larson amongst 3 Mustangs. Goes back up strong, no. And And Kane gets the rebound there for Sheyenne. They'll start up the floor with Bile. And the ball tipped. Crewell off the loose ball. Gets it over to Peterson. Peterson, pass far side. Eggert. Wanted baseline, cut off by Clemenson. Now he's double teamed. Up top, Crewell. Right side for three. Air ball. And that'll bring it back over to the Mustangs. That will bring Mentz back in for Sheyenne. And Canodal will bring the ball into the front court for West Fargo Cheyenne with 7 minutes remaining here in half number 2. Mustangs leading 76-34. Lobbing it on the alley-oop. Grabbed by Mentz and up and in. He's now in double figures with 11. 78-34. Far side. Three-pointer on the way. Off the mark. Rebound controlled by the Mustangs. Rar. Clemenson, front court. Mentz underneath Canodal. He goes up off the glass and rolls it in. Canodal with the bucket. It's 80-34. Far side, three-pointer. Reese Crewell. Good. Reese knocking down the three ball. His second three. He's got 6. And it's 80-37. Clemenson, spin move, in amongst three Highliners. Too hard. Larson, Heck, bounce pass. Peterson lets the defense go by him. Layup go. 80-39. Highliners trailing with 5:57 remaining here in the second half. Clemenson to Mentz. Watch there by Eggert. Didn't shoot the three. Teammates are cheering him on to do it. Doesn't do it. Clemenson with the little floater in the lane for 2. He's got 6. 4 here in the second half for Casey Clemenson. 82-39. Heck stops, pops, three-pointer, swish. Bryson Heck's first three, first field goal. He's got 5. 82-42. Clemenson comes across here for the Mustangs. Pass near corner, grabbed by Mentz on the wing. Rock. Back up top, Kane. Over to Clemenson. Canodal. Back up top, Clemenson. Highlanders in a 2-3. Near side, Rar. 5 on the shot clock. Clemenson try to tip it. Far side, 1 second. At the horn, barely draws iron, but it matters. Rebound Kane, up and good. Bryce Kane with the putback. He's got 7. 84-42 for Cheyenne. 4:51 remaining. Three-pointer for Crewell, far side. Nothing but net for Reese. His third three-pointer. He's in double figures with 10. That is team high right now for Valley City. 84-45. There's Clemenson with the long 2. Well, it was a 3. It was a three-pointer. Couldn't get it to fall. Peterson into the front court to Crewell for Valley City. Little nudge there by Reese, and yeah. And he got called for the foul. That's number 4 on Reese. Gave him a little hit check. 5 team fouls on Valley City. Larson and Eggert to the bench. Bernston and Dieterle in for Valley City. 4:25 remaining here in the second half. Mustangs leading this one 84-45. Dribble drive baseline Mentz. Ball tipped from behind into the hands of Bernston over to Crewell. Reese stops at half court, and that's going to be called over and back. Well, I don't know. He wasn't really quite over the line yet, but that's what Coach Skelly is saying. Reese didn't look like he was over the line, but trail official says he was. And unfortunately, Coach, you're going to lose that conversation every single time. 84-45 as we approach 4 minutes remaining. Ooh, man, maybe a foot ahead. Man, Coach, Mr. Ukestead is a very good official, so I might go with Ukes on this one. Looked like maybe he had a foot across the line as we look at the replay. Boy, I don't know. Jaden, that's tough. That looks very close. We're going to do it one more time. Here comes Heck as he comes across. Top of the key. Bryson, right-hand dribble. Now they go into the baseline, Dieterle. Back onto the wing, Bernston. Dribble drive in amongst Kane. Kicks it back to Peterson. Into the shot there. Goes high and doesn't get it to fall. Here comes Mentz. Back to the way for the Mustangs. All the way through. Layup strong to the hole for 2. By Carter Mentz. He's got 13. 86-45. With 3:23 left to go. Krewall, three-pointer left side. Good. Reese with his fourth three-pointer. He's got 13 points. And with 3 minutes remaining, it's 86-48. On the far side, Mentz just left alone, finally shoots it. No, Clemenson with a nice rebound. While still in the air, puts it off the glass for two. Clemenson with 8. 88-48. Inside 3 minutes to go, second half. Bounce pass near side, Bernstein. Off the elbow, Dieterle backing his win against Kane. Top of the key, Heck will take the three-pointer. Airball, whoops, out of bounds. And it goes back over to Cheyenne. That'll bring Bile back into the lineup and Castor. With 2 minutes, 41 seconds left to go here in the junior varsity game. And varsity game scheduled for 17:15. It might actually start around 7 at the rate we're going here. Here the near side, Rar behind the back dribble. Dumps it off, Bile in the lane. Try to go back door, ball tipped by Krewall, not a bounds. I looked at it again. I think I might have to reverse my decision. He was not at half court yet. That's where the ball is, not where his body is. So the ball was on the line. They may call that. There's a foul underneath against Valley City. That'll be on Reese Krewall. That'll be number 5 on Reese, I believe it is. So Reese is fouled out. And fouls out with 13 points. That'll bring Will Eggert back into the lineup for Valley City. At the free throw line, Carter Mentz. And he will shoot shoot 2 for the shooting violation. He is 1 for 1 from the line in the game so far, and 2 for 2 as he hits that one. And he has 14 points. Talon Larson in, and out comes Will Eggert. Free throw by Mentz is up. No. Dieterle, rebound for Valley City. 89-48. Here's Heck into the front court. Bounce pass near side. Peterson. Peterson to the free throw line. Dieterle. Backdoor pass. Larson up and in. Nice pass there by Dieterle. Talon Larson found the backdoor unlocked and snuck in. He's got 5. That's his first field goal. 89-50. There's been 2 minutes left to go in this one. Near side, Rar, baseline, back onto the wing to Bile. Near side, Castor, driving through, goes up with the right hand, blocked there by Larson, but Bile right there follows and gets it. And Carver Peterson comes up a little lane, and looks like he's going to run it off. He'll be fine, we hope. Bile with the bucket, though. He's got 38. There's a steal on the floor. Castor from a knee, over to Bile. Alley-up going to Mentz, layup, no. Little off the mark there, and then Coach Skelly calls a timeout. I think it's a substitute timeout here to get Eggert in. And are they going to take it? They're going to take a 30-second. 1:32 left to go in this one. 91-50, advantage to Cheyenne. Back with more Highliner Hoops on the Highliner Activity Network. One minute, 32 seconds left to go here. Paul McDonald alongside Jaden Johnson. Junior varsity hoops tonight from the Highlander Activity Center. Varsity to follow. There's a steal, another steal by Castor. Bounce pass over to Bile. Layup, bounce off. Can't get it to go. Castor rebound, gives it back over to Bile. Layup good. Dylan Bile. He has got 17 and a half and even 40 for the game. 93-50. Pass in the lane, went through the legs of Larson, but picked up by Eggert. Now to Heck. Heck, bounce pass, far side, Eggert. Dribble drive, baseline left by Will. Air ball, rebound Larson, back up, good. Talon Larson, he's got 7. 93-52, final minute. There's Castor on the far side. Over to Rar, top of the key to Bile. Back here to Rar. Skip pass, Castor, top key Kane to Rar. Three-pointer from there. Sure. Rebound, Larson has it for Valley City. And the shot clock, game clock are identical. 25 seconds. Heck, top of the key. Bounce pass, Bernston for three. Back iron, too hot. Castor grabs the rebound. 15 seconds to go, and the Mustangs can dribble it out. It looks like they are going to be content to do so. Highlanders will stay back. Mentz will take a couple of dribbles far side with 5 seconds to go. And your final here from the Highliner Activity Center in this junior varsity basketball game. It is Sheyenne 93 and Valley City 52. Back with our post game. This is Highliner basketball on the Highliner Activity Network. Final score in our junior varsity game, it is West Fargo Sheyenne 93, Valley City 52. Take a look at the Highliner scoring. One player in double figures. Reese Krewald finished with 13 in that one. Carver Peterson had 9, 7 from Talon Larson and Jack Dieterle, 6 points from Carson Eggert, 5 points from Bryson Heck, and 5 points from Will Eggert for their total of 52, 18 in the first half and 34 in the second half. On the other side for the Cheyenne Mustangs, they were led by Dylan Bile. He finished with 40 in the game tonight. 15 for Aiden Knodel, 14 from Carter Mentz, 8 points from Casey Clemenson. Bryce Kane had 7, 4 points for Soren Castor. Caleb Deere finished with 3 and 2 from Caden Rar for their total of 93. 49 in the first half and 44 in the second half. So they are now 17 and 2 in junior varsity basketball, and the Highlanders fall to 6 and 9 in junior varsity basketball. Again, your final in our junior varsity game, 93-52 to the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. Coming up here at, approximately a little after 7, about 10 after 7, we will have varsity boys basketball as the Highliners will take on West Fargo Cheyenne. Again, that is a tip-off at about 7:10 here for our varsity game, Valley City and West Fargo Cheyenne. And again, tonight's broadcast being brought to you by Dickey Rural Network, Essentia Health, and the Valley City Booster Club. Jaden Johnson will be sticking around. He is our technical director. Brian Krewald, Jordan Heck, and Tegan Zahn are going to be joining us coming up for the varsity game. That's on the way here at 7:10. More Highliner basketball on the Highliner Activity Network.